try, but that'll be wide. That was Hayes Henry who took that corner kick. Alabi working on it. He gets it taken away. Here's Fuego again, turning it around. Once again, number 36 on it right there with Alexander Rodriguez. Walanji comes back to put some defense on there. Picks the pocket of Eris Yang, and here's Moshi. He's got Raphael in front again. David trying to catch up with it, but cut off well and cleared out by the back line of Fuego. And off the header from Rubigno, it will be a throw-in for the visitors. I believe that was number 41. I think that was Nash Higbee that came back and cleared it out. Here's Yang putting up to Lopez. That is Brendan Lopez. Works around against Mazzoni. Rivigno helping out on the defensive assignment. Comes all the way back. Valencia wearing number 40. And they clear it out. Eventually gets all the way back here to the back line. And Stephen Randall at number 56. There's a chance, a breakout chance for Iron Rose. The pass gets to Moshi Walanji. He gets to David Raphael. He's got one on the right side. He's going to try to chip it over the goal. It's knocked away. Beautifully done by Cutler Griswold. Raphael with a tremendous touch on that one with the left foot. And Griswold tipped it away, what would have been a goal. And it'll be a corner for Iron Rose. And let's see who takes it for the home team. Riding that big comeback win over Napa Valley last Saturday. It will be Raphael in the corner. So the newcomer, at least to us, he didn't play in the 2 home games that we did. A couple of breakaways and passes from Moshi Walanja. And turned away both times as he sails it in there. And it's, Walanja on the far side. And he's a little bit wide with the attempt. So first 5 minutes with some action here from Panther Stadium on the campus of West Park High School. We're glad you're with us with DT Sports. Mauricio doing the engineering, getting us all set up over here. And it's going to be a good one. Fuego with a couple of attacks, and the home team Iron Roses counter with a couple of their own. And here's Griswold putting the big right boot in there. Headed forward. There's laid out there. Nice pass by Brendan Lopez. He's trying to get it to number 59, Brian Lopez, but well defended. Coming back is Potts. Gets the return pass, gets around one. Nicely done. And it will go off Nicholas, a throw in for Fuego. Some nice individual effort over there by Nicholas Potts. Results in the throw in. Tries to turn it with the body, and Aguilar is there, Luis. Mazzoni has Rivigno on the left side here down in front of us. He's got Moji Walanja. Nicely touch pass. There's Cole Rivigno. He's got Walanja. He's got Raphael down the middle. And Potts on the right side. He's going to try to go to the middle. It's poked away. Ends up in the foot of Potts. Potts lays it out just a little bit too high. Not really sure what either guy was doing. I don't know what Cole was doing on the pass, and then I don't know what the defender was doing as he cleared it out right to Nicholas Potts. And the guy who scored 4 goals in the first match here almost had his first goal tonight. One-on-one defensively, nice play by Iron Rose, but that pass errant and a foul called against Fuego. Nice defensive effort over there on the far side. And those once again. So Raphael's going to do the kicking here from about 30 yards away. I've already seen him take a couple of shots from that distance. He's got Potts on his right side. Let's see, David decides to do. He's going to go goalward with it. Headed out of there, nicely done by number 37. That was Eris Yang. And a throw in for Iron Rose. Yang got the head in there. That could have spelled trouble for Fuego. So that's Brian Trujillo Christian Trujillo going to throw it in. Gets it all the way to goal. Then going up is Griswold to poke it away with 2 hands. Lobby keeps it alive. A shot attempt sails just over the goal. I believe that was Nicholas Potts in there who got the rebound. Deflection and tried to scissor it over there. Just sails a little bit high. Had a little bit too much air underneath that one. And Griswold again escapes. And he'll put it back into play. We are entering the 9th minute of a game that has already had a lot of energy. Little late arriving crowd, but a real nice number in here. We had a great crowd last week for the women's game, and I think we're going to get the same thing here for this one. Fuego, and that's going to be a foul. That was going to go on, I believe, was that Desange, Arjan Desange, kind of with a little bit of a check there. Quickly putting it into play. With Stephen Randall. But with that pressure that Iron Rose likes to put on. That was Raphael doing the job there. And there's as it was headed down the line, looking for number 40, David Valencia. But Revigno headed out of play. And it will be Fuego. They're going to throw this one in out near their corner, almost to the corner. In fact, it will be a corner. And taking that corner is Alexander Rodriguez. Going to do an in-swinger here from the left side, or from the right corner with the left foot, more accurately. Gets down low, so it's headed out of there. Nicely controlled by Iron Rose. Raphael all the way back. He'll clear it all the way to the other side. He's looking for Christian Trujillo, and Christian runs it down. It's poked away. Iron Rose with it again, back to Christian. They're going to try to clear it over here on the left side. Revigno's going down the lane. He has Aguilar coming in, tries to center it, deflected. Revigno back on it. Trying to get it into number 10, Desange, but couldn't do it. That pass found Aguilar, and he's going to just kind of take a breath here. Get it back to Mazzoni, and then we'll get the return pass. Good defensive pressure by number 36 right there. That was a tremendous job by Alexander Rodriguez, but it ends up being a foul on Fuego. Yes, it is. So it is Rodriguez with the foul. But some good aggressive defense as the ball from the 40-yard line on the football field. Mazzoni goes short and gets it back. Tries to split 2 defenders and does, but the 3rd defender will come in and get him. And Valencia picks it up. That pass is behind, and Vigno comes in. Cole really getting aggressive, and he gets kicked inadvertently, to be sure, by number 39. That is Hayes Henry. So Henry called for the infraction. It'll be Wilanji putting it in play all the way over the right side. The cross, Potts trying to get on the other side of it, can't do it. It's cleared out. Lopez puts it out. Alabi takes the shot right to Griswold. So Cutler Griswold, and I'll be honest, when I saw him on the roster sheet, it said C. Griswold. I was hoping his name was Clark, but it is not. It is Cutler. And he makes another save. Overwhelmingly defended, but a nice job by Fuego to keep control there. And now they're going to control on the left side as the Iron Rose defense comes back. Valencia in the left corner earns himself, I believe, a corner kick. It will be, no, it'll be a throw. Okay. It's the far corner over there. That try is grabbed out of the air by Juan Negret, and he quickly rolls it out for Revigno, who's been in the middle of the action here today. Negret looking for Potts. Eventually they lay it out for Nicholas. And it's got out of there by number 41. Nicely done by Nash Higbee. Errant pass is run down by Aguilar. He puts it up in the air. Iron Rose would have been offside, so I had to let it go. A nice header. That's a shot, and that is just wide. A beautiful header. Sets up Raphael and just goes wide left. Give credit to Arjan Desange, who made, with his back to the goal, he headed it to David Raphael. And his try just a little wide left. And here comes Fuego again, although that pass is errant and quickly thrown in a little bit too far as Raphael was trying to get himself a little cherry pick in there. But Griswold was up to the task and came out and grabbed it. And he'll start the action for Fuego. Pass is knocked down and taken away. Mazzoni was in on that one. Here's Walanja. Very quick. He gets by two. He's trying to get by one more. He does. Puts it out in the middle. Just misses the connection with Nicholas Potts. We told you his name is Magic. His passing is incredible. And that one just missed Nicholas Potts. And we could have well had the first goal here in the 14th minute from Panther Stadium. But it was not to be, and we are still scoreless, but not highlightless. You know what I mean. Fuego trying to get an offensive push, a little back heel there, but there's no one to receive it. So thrown immediately by the home squad. And it'll come back to Negret, who comes all the way out about 30 yards from his goal to look things over. I think surveying the area would be an apt description. Here comes it. We got Potts again going down the right side. There is a high one looking for Walanja. Moshi right there on the other side. He's got a one-on-one situation. Usually wins those. He does. And that one's blocked. It'll end up in a corner. Just too quick, too fast to be taken or defended one-on-one. At least that's been our experience so far. So this time from the left corner, it looks like Nicholas Potts will be taking it. Right side from the left corner, so in swinging it. See if he puts a little more air on it. We've seen some flat ones so far today. Let's see what he does. That one has got a little, that's a shot all the way through. Aguilar gets the clearing pass, sends it back into the middle, trying for a header there. Walanja steps in. It's cleared out again. Nifty ball handling from Fuego. Sent all the way down the middle. That's a beautiful pass right there. But Ravigno was right on it. He'll send it back to Negret. And Juan quickly pokes it out, looking for Luis Aguilar. Ravigno tries to get it through the defender, Harris Yang, but it went off him and out of play. Throw in. Headed forward. Walanja, now it's Raphael. He's got Walanja on the left side. He lays it out for him beautifully. Mochi trying to catch up with it. Nicely defended, though, in that back line by Fuego. Mochi going one-on-one. He's going to leave it out for Ravigno. Cole was going to send a cross in there, but it was deflected out off a Fuego player, and a throw-in coming up for Iron Rose. Raphael and Walanja working very well together with Nicholas Potts on that right side. A formidable trio for Iron Rose. Trujillo will throw it in. He's got the big throw. He tried it last time. Let's see if he does it again, get it all the way to the goal. That's what he's got in mind. A lot of air underneath it, going up trying to head it, Iron Rose, but it goes the other way. Laid back in, nicely defended out of there by the header from Fuego. Trujillo lays one up there, just a little too far, but Potts will run it down in the far corner. Nicholas, he's going for the cross. That's just a little too high, and here's Fuego thinking about an attack, but it ends up with Walanja. Potts laying it back. Or Desange tried to get the replay or the deflection, couldn't do it. And sending one high into the countryside is David Raphael. A lot of possession by Iron Rose that time, not a lot of good attempts. A couple of missed connections. And Cutler Griswold will have the responsibility of putting it back in play. The one that David just kicked will have to be, we're going to have to send an exploratory team out there. to go up in the flora and fauna up on the hill. See if they can retrieve it as Fuego tries to mount their first offensive thrust in a while. It ends up off the arm, I think, a handball called against Iron Rose. So at about midfield, the visitors will put it in play. They are 2 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss. So they have 9 points on the season. And this is their 7th match, just the 5th for the home team, and they have 10 points off 3 wins and a draw. A draw on the road against Afghan FC. As we said, Fuego, who just lays that one out. Rebegno goes up and pokes it out with a header and a throw-in coming up for the visitors. Fuego, the only team to beat San Ramon, but also lost to CF San Rafael, who are near the bottom of the table. So you never know, though, what the roster looked like, because these rosters do change. There's a defensive play by Potts. He just steamrolled that one and deflected it out. Potts gets himself in there again. It goes off of him. Only allowing 3 goals in their 4 games on the season. Have the Iron Rose team now in the 6 matches they played. Fuego scored 16 goals. They've allowed 15. So they have to think pretty good defensively. They're so far so good on the defensive end against a high-scoring team like Iron Rose, who grabs possession again, but that one a little too far, and it comes back the other way. Desange trying to get in there one-on-one. That one's laid out. Flag is down, but coming out is Negrete. Iron Rose back line thought we had an offside situation, but not the case. That one is sent deep, and running underneath that is Potts. He'll send it to the middle, looking for Raphael. Collecting the garbage. Raphael with the give and go, and we had somebody down, and we might have ourselves a penalty right there on the give and go from Raphael. We'll see. It's going to be against number 61. That is Jose Chavez, but I want to see who the player is who is going in there for it. Desange, number 10, is right there. I don't think it was him, though. But we'll see. We're going to have a, by all accounts, we're going to have a penalty kick here as Griswold goes back in the goal, and we'll find out who the responsible party, David Raphael, had it. He's going to give it to, I think that's probably Potts. Yeah, it is Nicholas Potts, number 11. Trying to put the first goal up on the board. We're in minute number 21. It would have been a very entertaining first 21 minutes. And here's Nicholas Potts against Griswold. He goes left and he scores. He got Griswold going left and to his right, and then Potts went to his left and ended up number 1 for the Iron Rose Football Club here this afternoon or this evening, and gives them a 1-0 lead. Potts, that is his 6th home goal on the season, as they earned that one off the give and go. A foul called, as we said, the party was number 61, Jose Chavez. And Potts converts, and it's 1-0 Iron Rose. Just about halfway through this first half. And we will get it started again. There is Yang, number 37. Number 56 is Stephen Randall. That pass is jumped on by Ravigno and puts it out in front of the goal. We're going to have an offsides, though. Too bad, because Potts was coming in to pick up that deflection and had a pretty good look. But it will be Fuego with it. They are out of Fresno. They used to be the Fresno Fuego, now just Fuego U23. Deflection gives Raphael a chance, but it comes off him, and there's a very aggressive try by Mr. Potts, and he will be flagged for that very aggressive try. Sidney the spotter, spotting Mr. Potts. There's a long one, defended by James Murillo down there. And eventually it comes out to grab, but he's going to have to get rid of it because there's a lot of pressure coming in from Fuego. Revigno, who's been everywhere today, gets around one defender. Beautifully done. Cole gets it to Moshi. Moshi looking for Raphael, and it's headed, and it's in! No, we've got a flag on the far side. Unfortunately, we have an offside situation because we saw that one developing all the way, and Moshi did it again, but unfortunately Raphael was offsides, and that was called immediately by all the officials, so I kind of believe him. Here's Fuego. Send it back to Griswold. He's going to work that left side. Well defended by Iron Rose, who puts it all the way out. It looked like that was Murillo, or perhaps Trujillo, who just let it fly and goes all the way over the end line, and Griswold will do it again. Nash Higbee lays it out there. Luis Aguayo, Aguilar comes in and clears it. That is Murillo back in the back. Cole Revigno, who's been very active so far, is calling for it again. We're going to get a foul. That foul was on number 54. That's Brandon Lopez. Splitting two again was Aguilar. Here's Revigno. Give and go to Walangi, but Moshi's going to go to the middle and try to send it back. Well defended by Fuego, but that pass is a little too strong. Looking for David Valencia, but the connection not made, and Cole Revigno will throw it in. Here's Revigno. He's going to lay one out high looking for Potts, but it finds a defender. Trujillo working that right side. Christian puts it back in the middle. Nicely done and score. That's Arjan Desange. Wonderful job using the body and shielding out the defender. Spins it and scores it. His second home goal of the season and the second goal for Iron Rose. They now lead it 2-0. And Griswold's going to go talk to some of his defensive teammates. So Arjan Desange with the pass and the assist. The assist for number 10, Arjan Desange. Correction, goal was from Desange, the assist from Trujillo. Desange goal, 26 minutes from Trujillo. So here we go. Trujillo with the assist, and Arjan Desange, number 10, with the goal. And just like that, it's 2-0 in favor of the home squad, and that pass is far ahead of its intended target. Just can't get over Arjan on that play. Did a great job of blocking out and controlling, and the ball was delivered perfectly. Cole Revigno gets the pass all the way from the other side from Raphael, and Cole's going to send it. He's got it working the seam right there. Is Desange again. He tries to come back to the middle, but it's deflected. He gets the rebound. Desange controls. He's got Walangia. Moshi dances around, dances back, and dances it out on himself. So I think he faked himself out that time and can't even believe it. He gave it the old Macaulay Culkin, what have I done? So he steps in defensively and tries to force a turnover. He does not, but he tried to. And the referee says, well, I called it out 10 yards back from where you threw it. So let's try that again. And they'll get it to Eris Yang, and he will do it from where the referee says is the proper spot. Couple of nifty passes, but there's no one on the other side as it's cut off by James Murillo, and he'll send it all the way back to Juan Negrete. And yes, Cole Rubigno is calling for it. And there he is. He goes to the middle. That's a Desange. Trujillo working the right side. Christian's instructed by Aguilar to go all the way to the back, and he does. Tariq Alabi, who we haven't said his name as much as we usually do because he is the magnet. The ball is usually glued to his foot, but today they've been working this side with Cole Rubigno a lot, as they're doing again, and his pass a little bit too strong. Nice body job, and here comes Moshe Wilanja, but we're going to have a call because it was out of bounds. I thought that was a little bit too easy for Moshe. Quickly, here comes Fuego. Yang throwing it in. They got the penalty kick, and then quickly the Desange goal, so they've kind of like had a 1-2 punch against them here. So Fuego trying to get something going offensively. We mentioned they give up a lot of goals, but they score a lot of goals too. So that has been one of the strong points for Iron Rose so far, is just those 3 goals allowed in 4 matches. Alabi putting on some pressure, which has proven to be successful for most of the season. Nifty passing there. Alexander Rodriguez in the middle of that, and he'll come all the way across to Yang, working the right side. Harris controls it, lays it out into the middle. And we're going to have a penalty, I think, called against, might be Raphael with the call against him. No, it's Alabi called for it. And it will be a kick from about 30 yards away, a little bit more perhaps for Fuego. Alexander Rodriguez is kind of over the top of it. He's also got a teammate. A little deception there. And we'll see which one of them grabs it. It's Rodriguez, and he goes right into the wall, and it's cleared out of there. And here's Fuego's defense holding off Raphael. There's one of those long passes again, but we're going to have an offsides call immediately by the line side judge here, as we go into the 32nd minute from West Panther Stadium at West Park High School. The home team, Iron Rose FC, leads this one 2-0 over Fuego U23 out of Fresno. Mikey Mazzoni, instrumental in the back line, sends it back to Negrete. Juan looks things over. He's going to try to get it to, looks like Desange, but it's headed out of there. Nice play by Brandon Lopez.
Attention, young Iron Rose fans.
That one is deflected out and controlled. Iron Rose going to send it all the way to Melange, and it cleared out. Nice job, number 56 that time. That's Stephen Randall. Quickly a throw in, and there's a grab, but no call. And here comes Aguilar with a nice pick away. Immediately gets it to the right side. Cross is blocked and controlled. Nicely done when Fuego back there, but now we're going to have a corner. So he did not, was not able to keep it in play after the excellent defensive play. Might be Jose Chavez over there. Raphael will do the corner honors for Iron Rose FC. Yeah, it looks like it was Chavez on the defensive play. So nice play, and then he just couldn't keep it in play. And Raphael from the right corner with a left foot, and he goes out toward Potts. Potts gives it back to David. He crosses it, and it's headed away in front of the goal by Fuego. So we'll go over the other side, I believe, and get the corner kick from this other side. Credit to number 56. That was Stephen Aranda who got up and directed that one away. And Potts now will take the corner from the other side. Iron Rose obviously looking for that third goal. First 20 minutes was pretty much quiet, and then a penalty. Potts puts it in low. It got through, but now it's cleared out. Trujillo was going to run up and get it, but decides to go back into defensive situation. And there we have a little confrontation there. Let's see what the call is. It'll go against Fuego, I believe. Rodriguez called for the infraction. Nice defensive pressure by Fuego. They wanted a handball. They might have been right, as that one's laid out. But Chavez runs it down. So Cutler Griswold in goal for Fuego. Puts it in play. Defensively trying to close it down are Iron Rose. Fuego gets it all the way on the other side of the field. And the deflection will give the throw in to the visitors. Aguilar trying to run it down, he does. And Negrete will be the recipient. He'll look for Alabi, a little bit over Alabi's head. Potts tried to get it. And out of play off Fuego. Quickly thrown in, but Fuego up to the task in the back line. Alabi defensively in there. Also over there is Trujillo. Let's see what the call is. It'll be a throw-in for Fuego. So Iron Rose again playing the kind of defense we've seen from their previous two matches here. Just tenacious, not really allowing anything. Nothing easy. And there's Desange, almost got a takeaway. Alabi the same, but Fuego comes out with it. That's Lopez. Sending it to the left side and too strong for the other Lopez. That was Brandon to Brian, but too strong. Trujillo will throw it in. And the call will go against Fuego as everybody was going after that one. Raphael sends it to Rivigno, but Cole unfortunately is not 9 feet tall, so he will not be putting that one back in play, but Eris Yang will. Yang ends up with it again. Let's see if he decides to go cross. Chavez with it. Sends it up the side. Defended and poked out by number 11, Nicholas Potts. Here comes Fuego laying a nice pass out there. Mazzoni going over and heads it out of play. Trying to get it to number 59, Brian Lopez, but Mikey Mazzoni puts it out and a throw in coming in for Fuego. 9 points on the season for the team from Fresno in the League of Clubs. Iron Rose has 10. San Ramon leads with 15. They've also played 6 matches. That one is headed back and grabbed by Negrete. Kind of a soft header that time. Coming up from Fuego, and Juan was up to the task. I think that was Brian Lopez. Aguilar. under pressure from David Valencia. He still has it, puts the left foot in it, looking for Revigno, who's on the other end, but it's defended well by Yang, and his try is deflected out by Revigno. So Eris Yang with a nice play to keep that threat from materializing for the home team. And he will throw it in, and Aguilar will go right in and get it. Fuego comes back with it. Tariq Alabi showing the magnet. He's breaking through. He's going to take the shot, and it sails high. That was going up, 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 and away. There was a lot of pace on that one from Tariq, wearing number 21. And Fuego in the 39th minute, trying to get something going here. Give and go is pretty high. Trujillo underneath it. We're going to get a call against Fuego, so nice job by Christian Trujillo. Chavez keeps it in. Lopez. Defended well. Moshe Wilanja thought he had himself a breakaway, but it was poked out of play. So the home team will throw it in, leading 2-0. Nice job in the back line that time. That was James Murillo, because that could have been trouble. Strong play by Potts. Leaves it for Moshe. Tries to go back to Potts. Yang jumps it. Now he's going to turn it around and try to find in the middle of the field number 49, Santana Mercado. Eventually works its way to the left side of the field. That's Alexander Rodriguez, number 36, who's roaming the mid. Fuego's got Yang working this right side, and they find him. Not much he can do with it, though. Gets it back, Hayes Henry. And Randall with Yang over here. And that one's going to be poked out. Revigno was just waiting for that to go up in the air. He got in, put it out of play. Steven Randall back with it. Lopez has it taken away. Aguilar lays it out for Potts, just a little bit too strong. Potts thought there was somebody else coming down the right side, I think, because he kind of let that go. It was just a little too much pace for Nicholas. Fuego again trying the long pass route. Trujillo, as he has been all half, is up to it. And Negret's going to put one out toward midfield. Walanji comes in. Sends it for Rafael. Unfortunately, David would have been offside, so he had to let it go, but he will step up the pressure. Back here on Yang. Randall. He's trying to lay one out there. It's a little bit too far. He was going for David Valencia, but David quickly realized he was not going to catch up to that one. And here comes the home team back again. Just a couple of minutes left in this first half. Nice jump right there by Randall. But his pass is too strong, and coming back defensively for Iron Rose, they poke it away. Walanja lets it go through. Revigno, who's been active on this left side, he's going to send it toward the middle. He's got a guy coming down the middle, and it's poked over the goal. Might have been Arjan Desange again. Let's see. one of the Iron Rose play. It was Desange who was going down the middle. He scored the second goal for Iron Rose. That one a little bit too high. Rabigno went under the tent for a second, comes back out.
Lead of the match, number 49, Santana Mercado. And now on the pitch, number 44, Hariz Funes.
So Hariz Funes is in here for Fuego. There's a pass to Walanja, comes back against the grain. He's got 3 guys on him. He'll bring it out and then go around one more and go down to the end line. It's well defended, but we're going to call, I think, against Iron Rose. Give and go situation. Fuego's pass. Unfortunately, the go went out, so the give and go is gone and went, and here comes the home team, maybe trying to put another one up on the board here in the last minute or so left in this half. Mikey Mazzoni with it, about midfield. Gets away from pressure, lays it out for Rivigno. Cole's going to send it all the way, trying to find Rafael on the far side, didn't get it. That's nice work there by number 44, the newcomer, Raz Penez, who came back and cleared that one out, and that could have been trouble. There's a nice defensive play by Valencia, but his pass gets away and now is picked up by Fuego. Rodriguez, double team, taken away. I think it was out. Yes, it was out. That was Mazzoni in there with a great job, taking it away from Rodriguez, who comes back to try to get the pass from Yang. And we got a call on the other side. That's the Iron Rose possession. So the home club, who've been in pretty good control most of this half, in fact all of it, well, we're here in 1 minute of stoppage time, so jumping on it right there was Hayes Henry. His pass, a good one, but poked out and over the end line, so that will end up in a last minute corner for Fuego. Maybe they can make something happen before the half. They need one from the feeling good point of view, because it's been all Iron Rose so far in the first 45. I think it's Finez over in the corner, taking that corner from the far left corner with the right foot. It's out, comes out low, and it's headed out of there by Iron Rose. Returns to that same corner. Poked away. And that's it for the end of the first half. So 45 minutes in the books here from Panther Stadium. Just reviewing, we have 2 goals on the board. The first one, Nicholas Potts on a penalty kick in the 21st minute. Then quickly after that, Arjan Desange on a pass from Christian Trujillo has given the home team a 2-0 lead. So far it's been
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Rubigno with the throw in. Trying to save it in, but couldn't do so. So a wayward throw in to be sure. And Fuego will throw it in on their own. Higby sends it deep off the head of Finesse, and I think he's going to be called for pushing to free up the space to get that pass. And he'll quickly turn around the other way. Next match for the Iron Rose FC squad is just a couple of days. Wednesday, 7 p.m. right here against Yuba FC. We'll be on the air, DT Sports, 7 o'clock with that one for you. As hopefully the home team will be going for their 4th straight home win. There's a beautiful leave set up for Raphael with the left foot, and it's in. A goal for FC, Iron Rose FC. That is David Raphael with his first home goal of the season on a beautiful pass laid out in minute number 59.
Number 98,
So David Raphael with a brilliant strike to the right corner in the bottom right corner of the net. Makes it 3-0. Iron Rose now 16 goals at home, no goals allowed so far. So Raphael scores the goal, his first of the 9. He had a couple of chances real early, and was a little off the mark, but man, the mark on that one. So Fuego now down 3-0. Higby with it in the back line. Griswold sends it up to Henry. Hayes Henry, number 39. And he is run over by Tariq Alabi. So Henry will put it back in play here, just about midfield. So we're in 60th minute here, and Fuego feeling the need for put something in the net. Finesse, who's been pretty impressive in a short time he's been out. Again, he almost came out with it, but Lopez does. Lopez sent it down the middle. It looked like it was a hold. Now that's going to be called against Iron Rose. Going to be a yellow card as well. That is going to be on Adrian Solis, number 4, who's in the game. So the yellow card assists to the newcomer, Adrian Solis. Looks like it will be Haris Finesse taking it from about 30 yards away. Clearly a grab on the Iron Rose. Here's Finesse into the wall and quickly poked out of there. Deflection will be a throw-in coming up for Iron Rose. (3-0). 60. Trying to get to 13 points on the season. That one is a sharp pass to Scott. And Jalen could not handle it. It was a little offline and a little too strong. Have some more subs getting ready to come in, it looks like. At number 7, Hiroshi Yang, and number 8, Jorge Huerta. Huerta was a starter in the first 2 matches, so he comes in, and Yang comes in Looks like Arjan Desange is coming out. And I believe, let's see if that's Raphael.
Also entering the match, number 8, Jorge Huerta. Leaving the match.
No, that's Tariqa Lobby who comes out. So Tariqa Lobby comes out and Arjan Desange comes out. And number 7, that is Hiroshi Yang, and number 8, Jorge Huerta coming in for Iron Rose. And Huerta on the defensive pressure. It'll end up being a throw-in for Fuego. So all but one of the substitutions that Paul Ramirez had on his roster have come in the game. The only one, Angad Baines, who wears number 13. And I expect we'll see him unless he's already snuck on there and we haven't noticed, which could happen. There's going to be a call against Iron Rose, and so, no, check that, against Fuego. Lucas Boss with it. He has James Murillo back there with him. James will send it all the way across. Just a little bit too high, and the header goes awry. We go quickly back on the attack. Into the middle, Finesse. Again, very active in the middle. That's a long pass. Defended well by Iron Rose. He's going to have to poke it out of there, and it comes back to Henry. Henry sends it in, jumped by the defense, but maintained control. Fuego with it out top. That's Lamelli, the newcomer, and it's poked away from him, and really great job by, looks like Cole Ravigno again, who's all over the place today.
The yellow card on Iron Rose back in the 60th minute was charge number 4, Adrian Solis.
Good defense by the home team, and they send it all the way over to Jalen Scott, about 40 yards away. Scott cuts back into the middle, sends it down the middle. Raphael pokes it left side, looking it over, and the shot will be far too high. So the goal kick coming up from Cutler Griswold of Fuego U23. And he just quickly gets it in, a short pass. That one a little bit longer by Griswold. Laid off and eventually finds its way on down this left side to Finesse. Lopez now, Brandon Lopez. They'll work to the right side. Stingy defense has been the byword for Iron Rose, and that one finds its way back to Boss. Lucas is going to send it flying, trying to get it to Raphael. It's off the head of the defender, and Raphael's going to be called for offsides. Just kind of lurking there. He saw the ball go off the defender, took off, but the call is offside. And the visitors put it in play at about the football 25-yard line. Finesse with it. Strong defensive play there by Hiroshi Yang. That pass finds its way to Raphael. David has it. Lays it off to the left side. Back to the middle. The shot is scooped up by Griswold. That pass is a little too strong, and here comes Jalen Scott with it. Goes to the right, lays it into it, and again Griswold gets credit for the save. Scott put a little heat on that one, but right at Cutler Griswold. Griswold trying to get it out, and there's Trujillo, jumps in the front of that one. And again, Jalen Scott. Finesse defensive. Scott puts it in the middle, cleared out by the back line for Fuego. and it'll be a throw-in for the home team. Jalen Scott putting on the Jets as Trujillo enters. Guy right in the middle. That's right. That's Huerta there. Finds its way over the end line, and I think we're going to get a corner kick coming up for Iron Rose FC. All right, Huerta, who, as we said, played the first 2 home games as a starter in the midfield. He's on there as a reserve in this one. Corner coming from Iron Rose as they lead this one 3-0. Good air under that one. Trying to get up for the header, bounces it out in front of the goal. Cleared out very well by Fuego. And it's Finez here against Huerta. And Finez lays one out and finds a guy down the right side. Lays it back in, nicely done. Shot is blocked out, and it'll be a corner coming up for Fuego. The visitors putting together a little bit of an attack right there, and it earns them a corner. That'll be David Valencia taking the corner in that deep right corner with the left foot, so he'll in-swing this one. Get a little air underneath it, headed out by Iron Rose. Valencia runs it down about 20 yards downfield. Lays it off. Working the right side, going all the way to the baseline, cut across, and it goes all the way across the front of the goal and out the other side. And the throw-in will come for Fuego. They turn it around quickly. Scott defending back there, and that cross try was cleared out of there. Nobody from Fuego really in threatening position there. Back heel finds Iron Rose, and Finez will knock it out. A throw-in coming up for the home team. Trying to get Raphael. David trying to maintain it against 2. One of them was Henry, and he knocked that out of play. And Raphael gets it right into Scott, who lays it out for Huerta, poked out of there by Fuego. Finez ends up with it again. He really seems to find the ball. He lays it up for Lopez. Flag is down. Here comes Lopez, left side, puts it in front, just misses the connection, and we're going to get a call against Iron Rose, it looks like. It's going to be, it looks like it's going to be Solis again, and a red card has been issued. So Solis has put Iron Rose down to 10 here, as he came in behind the player trying to receive that cross. Looked like a trip. I think probably, let's see who's going to take the penalty kick. Probably, I've been thinking it should be probably Rodriguez, number 36. He has been influential or instrumental in their offensive tries all match long, but trying to get a good look at him.
Penalty kick.
Yeah, Alexander Rodriguez, confirmed by Sidney the Spotter, which makes it official. So Rodriguez a chance to put Fuego on the board and be the first road goal here at Panther Stadium this season. Goes strong and goes too high and too wide, and it will not be the first road goal, as he really quickly took that one and really not close. Put a lot of air underneath it. And the crowd over the fact that that did not go in. Looks like we might have a replacement goalie coming in for Fuego. Vic Singh, number 1, is coming up to the table. And here goes Vic Singh, comes in, and Griswold will go out. So Vic Singh, we're our number 1. Entering here in the 72nd minute. After a failed penalty kick for Fuego. Lucas Bost, who's the second goalie for Iron Rose, thought he was going to have to make a save on that penalty kick. He really didn't have to do much at all except for watch it go. And he'll put this one in play. Quickly defended, but sent all the way down the left side and out of play. Fuego back on the attack. Scott goes up, tries to send it over to Huerta coming down this right side. Ends up with Fuego. Remember, Iron Rose now playing with just 10 players, and then we've got a little collapse there, and they're going to call that one on Brian Lopez, number 59, against number 12, James Murillo. So Brian Lopez pleading his case to the referee, and not being overturned, so I guess that plea is going to go unanswered or overruled or just denied. Looks like we've got number 13 and God Baines. So Baines is in the contest. He is the last substitute.
Number 13, on God, Baines. Leading the match. Number 3, Cole.
Looks like Trujillo will take the kick, so on God Baines comes in. Oh, also number 5, that's Seydou Shamsuddin.
And leading the match, number 11, Nicholas Potts with a goal.
So Seydou Shamsuddin is in. So now really everybody's in. Scott on the right side has one to beat. Goes to the end, tries to cross it, and there's Vic Singh with a kick save and a beauty on that one. And it ends up going to be Fuego entering it back in. Jalen Scott showing a lot of athleticism, a lot of speed. Time was a cross between a cross and a shot. And Vic Singh got it, looked like his foot on it. Trying to get that one to Stephen Randall down here, but could not. Brandon Lopez picks up the loose ball. And here comes Fuego on the side. There's a high and wide. And when I say high and wide, I can't emphasize how high or how wide that one was. Lucas Bost in goal for the home team. Waving his teammates around. They include newcomers Jalen Scott and Seydou Shamsuddin, Harashi Yang, Jorge Huerta. There's Sudin trying to get that one. Scott gets in there. Trujillo is still in, so he is involved. Sudin with some nifty footwork comes out with it. Strong move there. Cross to front. Oh! That shot is off the post. We had a misconnection in front and a shot off the post. Fuego could have been easily down 4-0, but they come out with it. Here's Finez. He sends one out a little too far ahead of his intended target, and Lucas Bost is able to come up and get that in his protected territory there. His ensuing kick is over the head of Christian Trujillo. Hayes Henry enters it to Nash Higbee. Two of the back liners for Fuego. Lopez. The other Lopez, that's Brian Lopez. He sends it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Lopez, and offside as Lucas Bost makes a nice save, which will not show up in the scorebook, but it was a nice effort on. Anyway, but offside was called. Again, Iron Rose playing with just 10 players. After Adrian Solis was served the red card. Looking for Jalen Scott too far. Finez comes down with the header from Henry. Raphael working the left side. He's got Shamsuddin in the middle. Gets it to him. The newcomer comes to his right, takes a shot, and scooped up by Vic Singh. Not a lot of steam on that one from Seydou. Here's Finez down right in front of us. Looking a little crowded in front of him in his pass. Trujillo grabbed it. Raphael was fouled. Had a couple of words, it looks like, for that Brian Lopez. No, I will take that back. That was Cole Lamelli, number 46. So everybody's fine now. On pass is headed away by Fuego's back line. Heinrose grabs it, goes to the left side. The left-footed try is knocked down and collected by Vic Singh. That was a very nice save by Singh. Might have been Revigno over there on the left side. But Singh up to it this time. On a very nice, laid himself out, full length there. Now Fuego will send it down. It's off the head of the backline defender. 1-on-3 situation. Here comes reinforcements. They'll give ground a little bit. And they're saying they thought there was a handball, but no call. Fuego maintains possession. Finez over here on the left side. Comes back toward the middle. Defended well by Huerta. And Scott as well. Scott loses it out of play, but that was not the point. He blunted the momentum, and we've got a couple of guys rolling around with the ball over there. And then a shove with the left arm, and we might get another card. We're going to get a yellow, and I see a red card in somebody's hand. Let's see. Just a yellow, it looks like, from 23. That's Jalen Scott. Although they got into a little bit of a shoving match down there, and it wouldn't left well enough alone, and the referee would have none of it. And he pulls the card out, puts the name in his secret book.
A yellow card has been
Fuego throws it in.
FC number 23, Jalen Scott, in the 79th minute.
Lamelli with it. Turns it around. Surveys the area. Good defensive pressure by the home team. And they'll try to clear it out. Higbee with a nice one. But it ends up, Shadeen almost gets that pass. Goes all the way through, and here comes Fuego. And the flag is up. The flag was up there for the offsides. We sit at 3-0. We sit at 11 players for Fuego, 10 players for Iron Rose. We got 10 minutes left in regulation in this one. Looks like we've got number 45 coming in. That is Rigoberto Villa. He'll come on. Looks like it'll be Brandon Lopez who comes out. So Rigoberto Villa, number 45, is in. Bost crushes one, which is put out of play by the back line of Fuego. Poked out again by Fuego. So again, another throw-in coming up for the home team, who look like they will improve to 4 wins, 1 draw, and no losses. Raphael through there. Vic Singh coming out to try to stop him. Perfectly placed in the goal by Sedin. The newcomer on the pass from Raphael, that is Seydou Shamsuddin with the goal. Raphael had Singh moving all over the place, and he just got him to bite on the fake, put it back in the middle. Shamsuddin with the goal on an open net, and we have a 4-0 score. Raphael gets the assist on that one. And now the home team on top, 4-0. Game pretty much in the bag. Now it is the pride of the home team not wanting to allow a home goal. Looks like we've got a substitution. Number 48, that is Julian Navarez.
Fuego FC
will come on,
in the 82nd minute.
taking the place
Entering the
of
match,
Stephen
number
Randall.
48, Julian Navarez. Leaving the match, number 56, Stephen Randall.
So Randall out, Navarez in. So every sub on the bench has played for both squads. Hiroshi Yang fighting for it with Jalen Scott, but Inez comes out with it. And Lamelli sends it over to the other side to Villa, the newcomer. Navarez gets the return pass. He's defended by Jalen Scott. Navarez looking for a safety valve, and that is off the tent, so I don't think that's in play. And Trujillo will throw it in. Jorge Huerta playing the mid with some nice ball handling there, cleared it out, and it finds its way back to Lucas Boss. James Murillo will send it. Offside, Sedin. Boss takes that long pass. I thought he wasn't going to pick it up, but he did pick it up. Let's see, Lucas, who spelled Juan Negrete, who did the first half honors, in goal for Iron Rose. Nice challenge over there by Fuego, but it goes out of play. And Iron Rose will throw it in. 85th minute of this one. Came pretty much in the bag for the home team. This will give them 13 points on the season. San Ramon, remember, was the leader in the League of Clubs with 15 before the matches today, but they have played 6 times already. And this is just match number 5 right now for Iron Rose. We've got a kick coming up from about 20 yards away. Indirect, comes back. A little bit of fancy footwork, and we have a grabbing of an arm there, and I think that is usually a call. I think one of the Fuego players was a little bit frustrated by that maneuver of flipping the ball up in the air, and we've got a yellow card coming out.
A yellow card has been issued to Fuego FC number
40,
David
David Valencia. So it'll be a kick again for the home team. A little bit of give and go situation, and they'll take it back. Put it out for Sedin. He lays it off for Rafael. Back to the middle. Jalen Scott running it down, but cleared out nicely by Fuego. All the way down the left side come the home team. Then kind of a survey of the situation. Sedin trying to get through 2. Fuego will lay it out there, and they've got one guy going after it, but Trujillo was there first. That's Brian Lopez, who was running it down for the visitors. Boss with a high kick. Comes down to Henry. Finez. Nice leave right there for Henry. Puts it all the way down the seam. Running it down is Lopez, I believe. Trying to cross it. Headed out of there by Iron Rose. And now Finez ends up with it. Lamelli, his shot is just a little bit too high and a little bit too wide, but we're going to get a call against Iron Rose. Looks like Finesse takes it. It was actually Rodriguez. That one goes high to the left of Boss, and he's up to the task, pulls it down, and now he'll clear it out. Wide open on that left side, midfield. Nice slide tackle there, but the call is going to go against Fuego, and that's going to be an immediate yellow. It was a nice looking slide tackle, but it contacted the Iron Rose player, and he is still down.
A yellow card has been issued to Fuego FC, number 45, Rigoberto Villa, in the 88th minute.
That's Rigoberto Villa. And Huerta is up and looks none the worse for wear. Be about a 50-yarder. Iron Rose content to keep it amongst themselves with Murillo, Trujillo, Shaheen, Scott. That stayed in somehow, and then was off Scott. Crazy. Inez, Yang with the defensive play, but it ends up with Lopez. Slide tackle by Huerta. Kept it alive momentarily, but number 45, that's Villa, keeps it under control, and that is a long pass down the right side. Trying to keep the player off of it and let it go over the end line, and then a push by Fuego. End up being a kick anyway for the home team, which will go straight to the goalie, Lucas Boss. Here's Trujillo right down in front of us. He sends it to Shaheen, trying to leave it for Scott, but defended well by Navarez. Iron Rose comes up with it, just sends it all the way back to Lucas Boss. The referee says, I don't want to call a penalty in the 89th minute. Come on, man. Come on, guys. Looks like about 3 minutes of stoppage time here. That's sent out for Sedin. Seydu trying to keep control. He does that. Lays it off for Yang. Scott with Trujillo coming down the right side. There goes Christian. Sends it out in front, but it's cleared out by Fuego.
The fourth official has indicated 3 minutes of stoppage time.
Iron Rose with it again. Rafael right side. Taken away and controlled by Fuego. Eventually gets out. That's a nice job right there by the visitors. That was number 46. That was Cole Lamelli. Here comes Fuego, right side. Trying to cross it. Run down by Fuego. That shot was deflected a little bit, and Boss will pick it up. A lot of talking still going on down on the pitch. That was Lamelli taking that shot. He's having conversations with Scott and Trujillo. Huerta with it. Call against Fuego, I believe. Yeah, it'll be Iron Rose with it. About 45, 50 yards away. Make that 50. That was Henry called for the infraction. Hayes Henry. Vic Singh, the only one in the area on that one, and he collects it. Navarez with it. Julian Navarez. Is it for Finez? Finez is manhandled, and the call is made against Yang. Fuego controls it, trying to send it down to Lopez, and he cannot keep it in. Reminder, our next match will be Wednesday night when Iron Rose takes on Yuba FC. Fuego's next match will be next Saturday night when they're back home, and they also will be taking on Yuba FC. So FC's having a busy week on the road as here comes Iron Rose again. Sedin on the right side, but it's poked away. Finez, give and go, and that's our game. So our final tonight, as we say goodbye to this one, is Iron Rose FC 4 and Fuego U23 0. We go back over the scoring. Nicholas Potts early in the game in the 21st minute. A penalty kick. He scored that to make it 1-0 in Arjan Desange. A couple of minutes later from Christian Trujillo made it 2-0. That's how we went into the half. Second half, the 58th minute is
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.